Hello ladies, this is Autumn, and Kelly Marie and I focused our chemistry project on the chemistry behind magic. Magic has been displayed in many ways for thousands of years. It can be divided into two divisions, sleight of hand and science. Examples of sleight of hand would be card tricks or pulling a rabbit out of a hat. But an example of science and magic would be elephant toothpaste, which would be left unexplained to the viewer in hopes of mystifying them. For our project, we researched and demonstrated the chemistry involved in magic. For our first demo, we took a well-known water-to-wine miracle displayed by both Jesus and tricked with many magicians a step further and changed water into wine to Propel to 7-Up to milk and then to Pepto-Bismol. We created this with a series of chemical reactions that alternated between acids and bases, creating new solutions. And here it is. The first reactions you saw, water to wine, occurred since there is phenolphthalein in the water, which we know is an indicator that changes pink or wine-colored in the presence of a base, which in this situation, the strong base was NaOH, or sodium hydroxide solution. Now we took the wine and poured it into a 9-molar hydrogen sulfate solution. Hydrogen sulfate is very acidic and causes the solution to become overall more acidic instead of neutralizing it, which causes it to become clear from the indicator, or Propel colored. So then we took the Propel and reacted it with NaHCO3, or baking soda. And several reactions occur so that carbon dioxide gas was produced, which is responsible for the fizzing, like 7-Up. Now we took the 7-Up and poured it into a saturated solution of barium nitrate. Remember that hydrogen sulfate? This double displacement reaction occurs, forming barium sulfite, or milk. We then took the milk and dumped it into a more concentrated sodium hydroxide solution than before, which caused it once again and created this pink solution. So that's a lot of chemistry right there in those couple turns of cup. Now this is our second demo, or the burning money demonstration. Now, after lighting this money on fire, one would question why it's still there. Well, to explain this, you must know that the dollar bill was soaked with a 70% rubbing alcohol solution, and the other 30% is water. Rubbing alcohol is the fuel for the fire, but the temperature that alcohol burns isn't high enough to evaporate the water, so the bill remains wet and doesn't catch on fire. So, when the flame goes out, when all the alcohol from the solution has been burned off, and you're left with a slightly wet dollar bill. For our final magic trick, we will do a burning candle experiment several times so you can see. Observe. Now, why does the candle relight? When you blow out a candle, wax vapor remains in the air for a little bit. And if a source of heat, in this case another flame from the lighter, is placed close enough to the original candle, it relights like you saw, since the water vapor that comes from the candle is still flammable. So we'd like to conclude our project with an extremely relevant quote by Harlan Ellison, which reads, the real name for science is magic. And a little dedication to our sources. Thank you, girls, for listening.